Hello everyone, hope you're having a great day. My name is Shadowrock, and we're going to be talking about various news on the Mega Man series, both from official and fan-made sources. Let's get the official ones out of the way first because a lot of it is just stuff that we already know. For our first one, did you know that Cinnamon is going to appear in Mega Man X Dive as a playable character? Gee, no one saw that coming. It's not like she was in all the promotional artwork or anything. All jokes aside, Cinnamon has been confirmed for the game for a very long time now, but the Rockman X Dive official Facebook page has finally done a proper introduction for her character, just as they've done for the other Maverick Hunters and villains that are also playable in the game. We have an animated version of her official artwork for Rockman X Dive, with a comparison to her artwork in Command Mission, which is the game she comes from. The biggest change you may notice between Cinnamon and Rockman X Dive and Cinnamon and the original Command Mission is the fact that they changed her red cross to a blue cross. As our good friend Predadude points out on Twitter, there's a good reason for that. It turns out the company Red Cross is very protective of their symbolism, which is a red cross. It's in the name. Essentially on their website, Red Cross explains how their symbol is not in the public domain and cannot be used just by anyone. This is an important symbol for humanitarian protection, and according to them, misusing this symbol distorts the meaning and protective value of this symbol for victims of conflict and the aid workers that assist them. Of course, that's the gist of it, but you can read up on the website if you want to get more information. Long story short, don't use our symbol without permission. And that includes video games. So Rockman X Dive has simply changed the color of the symbol so that they don't get in trouble with Red Cross. The caption says, Cinnamon is a female Reploid with nurse-like appearance from Mega Man X Command Mission. Her main ability is to repair other Reploids. She was robbed by Dr. Psyche because of this rare capacity. After being rescued by X's party, she joined the Resistance Command Team. Okay, weird translations aside, it is true Cinnamon is essentially the healer in the team in Command Mission, but the main reason why everybody wanted her in the original game is because she is a force metal generator. She was how you crafted different force metals to equip to your characters in the game. We still have yet to see Cinnamon in gameplay, aside from that one screenshot from the other day, so hopefully we'll see more of her soon. Y'all need to quit beating around the bush. Here's another screenshot that was posted today. It's nothing too exciting, it's just a highway stage from X1 viewed at a different angle just to show off all the 3D assets they created for the stage. Pretty nice, but not much to talk about here. Now let's dash on over to the other game that's coming out relatively soon, Mega Man Zero and ZX Legacy Collection. We have a new trailer that basically says, hey, did you know that Zero from Mega Man X and Zero from Mega Man Zero are the same character? Who would have thought? It is a really well put together trailer though, and some of the music in the background are new remixes I believe we haven't heard before, such as a remix of Crash, one of the songs from the Zero series. Presumably, this music will be part of the Reploid remixes in the game. That's pretty much all that's new in this trailer, but looking at it as a whole, I find it really interesting that between the new Keisuke Mizuno artwork and this trailer, they really are promoting the connection with the X series lately. I certainly don't recall the X series being referenced quite this much with Mega Man Zero promotional material in the past. So it is pretty interesting to me. When you think about it, it does make sense that they want to tie X and Zero together. One, because Zero already references X quite a lot, but also the fact that the last collection was X Legacy Collection, so it makes sense from a marketing standpoint to say, hey, here is this character you liked back in the X Legacy Collection, now you can play as him again in this new collection. That's probably all it is, but like with the artwork, I can't help but wonder if there is a deeper meaning behind all these references to X Series Zero. Even back in the Rockman X Dive interview, the series producer Kazuyo Tsuchiya seemed very interested in the character of Zero. As we all are, of course, but this fascination lately is a little interesting. Could it be a hint at what's to come in a potential X9? Maybe that's grasping, but I can't help but feel like they're hinting at something. Well, no matter what their intentions are, this is a really cool trailer in reference to the X series as they compare the movesets between both versions of Zero. I do find it funny, however, when at the beginning of the trailer they're comparing the artwork from both series and they go, according to our calculations, this must be the same character, even though they have completely different designs. That's pretty silly to me. Another question that comes up watching this trailer is who is addressing Ciel at the beginning of the trailer? Clearly some kind of character is writing a letter or some kind of message to her before the events of the Zero series. I guess if you watch the visuals, it's sort of implied it might be X talking to her, or it could be someone else, but I suppose it's not that important, just something to think about. Imagine if X9 comes out and it ends off with dialogue like that, someone writing this letter to Ciel talking about Zero. In this line, it won't be long before the red hero opens his eyes once more. If it ended off with that, boy. I don't really think that Capcom would do an L-Force game though. They've been pretty coy about connecting series directly, which makes sense because once you do, you can't really make sequels anymore without having to do workarounds like making the game take place in the past or do spin-offs and things like that. It would just get a little more complicated. So I don't know if Capcom wants to do that necessarily, but an L-Force game would be cool nonetheless. While this video was being edited, Rockman Unity posted 2 more images. First is an updated look at the bust that will be included in the Japanese exclusive limited edition for Mega Man Zero and ZX Legacy Collection. The one that features a split image between Zero and Model ZX. Looking sharp! Then, if you live in Japan, you can enter a contest to win this cute little image of Vincent Ale, drawn by Toru Nakayama. You're out of luck if you're not in Japan, but there's some new artwork for you. Oh, remember those artworks of Zero for pre-order bonuses we talked about before? They've been updated too, and you can see them right here. Always nice to see artwork in color. And while we're here, we may as well talk about some new gameplay footage. Capcom TV has once again shown off new Mega Man ZX footage, this time with ZX1 in the intro of the game. Yep, if you're a YouTuber and you do Mega Man ZX videos, this is the reason why we've gotten a bunch of copyright claims lately. They really need to chill with that. Nonetheless, this footage does confirm a couple of things. One, in case you were wondering, you can still listen to the Japanese voice acting in the JP version of ZX1. 2, we get to see the first full-length HD cutscene in the game. Gosh, that looks so much better about the DS compression. Looks like a decent quality anime from the early 2000s now. Now let's get out of the realm of speculation, we've been doing that a lot lately, and talk about some new content coming to some of our favorite fan game projects. And that includes Mega Man Maker. As we talked about with their previous trailer, Mega Man Maker is shaping up to include a lot of Mega Man 11 content for their upcoming update. So here are some gimmicks and enemies to expect. We got the platforms moving in a circular fashion from Acid Man stage, those enemies from Blockman stage that disappear, but when you get close, they take shape and fire in all 8 directions. They even have the other variants of that enemy from the other parts of Mega Man 11. From Torchman stage, they're bringing in the Flaming Wall of Doom, that if you touch, it's gonna kill you. Oh dear. In addition, when the flames touch oil from Mega Man 6, of course, the oil ignites into flames. So, I can see this being a very chaotic addition to Mega Man Maker stages. Now we get a peek at a special weapon. It's the Scrambled Thunder, which you got from Fuse Man in Mega Man 11. Just like in that game, you can fire the electrical shot either up or down. And once electricity hits a wall, it will split into 2 and go either left or right, crawling along the wall until it hits an enemy. This is a great weapon for hitting out of reach enemies, especially ones that are along the walls. And now for the grand finale. The Robot Master Blastman bombs his way into the competition to show us why explosions is art. They did a really good job translating his 3D model into an 8-bit sprite, and from the looks of it, he maintains the exact same moveset he had in Mega Man 11, including Deep Power Gear, which allows him to throw even bigger bombs. Now we just need to give Mega Man the double gear system, as an option of course. All in all, these Mega Man Maker updates are really awesome, and I can't wait to see what other Mega Man 11 stuff we will see in the game. We don't know when exactly this update's coming out, but we will keep you posted when we find out. What I can tell you that's coming out soon though, is the public beta for Mega Man X++. Now wait a moment, what is Mega Man X++? Well, you can think of it as sort of like a Mega Man X maker, but at its core, X++ is a game engine for Mega Man X. We have a lot of great Mega Man X fan games in development, like Maverick's Fury and my personal favorite, Mega Man X Corrupted. But the thing about these fan games is, for all these projects, the developers had to create new Mega Man X engines from scratch. Meaning there is no unified X engine for these fan games like the classic series fan games have, and no one seems to be sharing their assets with each other either. So Mega Man X++ is shaping up to be a solution to that problem. Now if you want to make your own X fan game, you have a pretty cool tool to use. And the public beta is coming out January 2020, so you'll be able to check it out pretty soon. From taking a look at different videos, it seems like the goal of X++ is to mimic X1 more than anything else, getting the physics, movements, and assets down to match the Super Nintendo original. But once you get your hands on this engine, I can imagine you'll be able to add your own things in addition to making your own stages. So it should be pretty fun to mess around with once the public beta comes out. Bring on January! And that will do it for our update for both Mega Man official games and fan-made games too. For more on all these and other things Mega Man, stay tuned to Shadowrock ZX. And let's hope we hear when Rockman X Dive is coming out soon. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, rock on, have a great day.